We all grew up in front of our TVs watching our favorite Saturday morning cartoons or kids' TV shows. They bring back feelings of nostalgia and the joy of being a kid again. But creating those shows is a whole different ballgame. On this episode, we learn why creating kids' television requires improvisation skills, creativity, and tons of energy. And I see if I have what it takes to make a kids' TV show.
Hey Christina, welcome back. You haven't been on production at Hey Misha in a while.
I know, I'm very excited about today. Lots going on.
Should we get started?
Let's do it.
Okay. Hi, I'm Misha Watson. I'm the host and executive producer of Hey Misha. So I've been an executive producer for 3.5 years, but before that I started out in kids TV on YTV's The Zone. I did that for 3 years while I was learning about producing, writing, and directing. And it was an unbelievable experience, but I knew I wanted to make something of my own with my name in it. I wanted my name in lights. And so I pitched Hey Misha, and it got picked up at Yes TV, and I started there, and that's what I'm doing now. My favorite part about working in kids television is it's fun. Being an adult can be traumatic at the best of times sometimes. And the thing about kids TV is our primary goal is always the joy part of it. It's always how can we make this more enjoyable to kids? And so that makes the actual process of making the show, the writing it, the producing it, being behind the camera, the long days, the long nights, that makes it fun because at the end of it, we get a really good, joyful finishing product. I'm passionate about Hey Misha because I am a Christian. It's a huge part of who I am, and that makes it a lot easier to tell stories and to tell jokes when you can just be yourself. Some of the difficulties of being an executive producer for Hey Misha is that, yeah, I'm thinking about budget, I'm thinking about the cast, I'm thinking about the crew, I'm thinking about the studio, I'm thinking about the memory card on the camera, I'm thinking about the battery level, I'm thinking about my own lines, my own hair, my nails, the kids, the parents. There's just a lot of things to think about while also wearing a wig and a costume. So it can be really challenging, but I think that's part of the reason why I've been able to just grow in my skill level. Christina's first challenge is creating a character. A lot of times on Hey Misha, it's me, but sometimes it's Auntie D, or we have characters like Leonard or Goofball. Sometimes it can be hard to figure out a character and really pull the voice, the movement, the dialect, the language. Is it a rapper? Are you there a singer? All that kind of stuff. It can be a little bit hard, but she's gonna nail it, I think. All right, Christina, so for challenge number 1, you're gonna be creating a character.
Very exciting.
Which is why we're in the wardrobe room. Ooh. Because it starts here. Okay, so what we like to do is play in costume and see what kind of emerges from your play.
Okay, is it kind of like I put the costume on and embody what I feel? Like, how does that work? Yeah,
definitely. You want to start with what comes natural. So you might put on a jacket and all of a sudden you're a news reporter, or you put on a long trench coat and all of a sudden you are a weather person. It might come out when you put on the costume and give it an opportunity to kind of move and figure out how you speak and your movement and your voice. So I'd like you to have a look at all the costumes we have. We have a couple picked out for you, and then we'll do a little fashion show.
This is kind of a cool, I feel like this is a very groovy vibe.
This is groovy.
Yeah.
So
what do I do with this one? This is really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, Misha, I got the first outfit on. Feels
How do
nice.
you feel?
Yeah, I feel nice.
So what can we change to make you feel a little bit different but still comfortable?
I think maybe my posture.
Okay, and what's that look like?
In this outfit, I think my posture is a little more
Okay, so she's a cool girl.
a little more slump.
I like that. Okay.
Just something like this, you know?
All right. So you already started changing your voice.
Oh yeah, that's weird. I did
Things
that
just immediately start to happen and they're emerging already.
You know what? What's really popping to me? Janice.
The character is slowly emerging. The more you live in this world, with your hair up, with the outfit on, the characters become more normal to you. You're gonna ground that character.
Okay.
And that's the beginning of character development.
I'm already changing my voice. I'm already like, hey, what's up? What's up?
Well, hello, Janice. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Oh, it's See, now the Elvis is coming out. I don't know where that's coming from, but
I love that.
okay. We'll try on a few more and
Let's
see
do it.
what other characters I can build.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I know. What about if we do like a hair moment?
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a totally different person now. Now I went from old to cool. Oh, I know who I am.
Oh, who are you?
I figured it out. I'm Jennifer. Jennifer, like super cool, hip, like Jennifer. That's kind of who I am. I'm like,
okay.
let me tell you everything you want to know about modern medicine.
Okay. I love her.
I like Jennifer.
Should we try some more outfits?
Yeah, let's just try a couple more and then we're
Okay,
kind of,
Jennifer,
okay.
okay.
Wow. The first challenge was surprisingly fun. The best part was really getting into costume and choosing the feel of the character. I look mysterious. I think I need glasses. It's like Superman,
There we
you
go.
know? Superman, Superman, not Superman. Superman, not Superman. That's how they do
Okay.
it.
How do you feel?
Whether it was voice, well, I feel really good.
Whoa, that's a whole character right there.
Or movement. I truly just enjoyed the whole process. Kids TV is imaginative. Getting to be like someone else and to be silly was really quite freeing. After trying on a few looks, I found the perfect character.
How do you feel? Oh, you're bouncing, you're bouncing.
I feel full of energy. That's what I would do in this
Would
outfit.
your character wear glasses? I feel like these are very...
I think so. I'm
moment.
hip, but nerdy. I feel this is the character I'm gonna do. This is the one.
Oh yeah?
I feel-
You're comfy?
I feel very into it.
Do you sing? Do you rap? What's your vibe?
Oh, like I'm nerdy on the outside, but watch me go. Hey, hey. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for.
What is her name?
Her name is Meredith.
Meredith. Nice to meet you, Meredith.
Nice to meet you.
Why don't we use this character? Why don't we figure
Okay.
out what story you're gonna do for our next challenge, and then let's make it happen.
And then we can tie it all together
Yeah.
like a knot.
Come on, put your hands together. It's time to praise the Lord. Jesus is for everybody, no matter rich or poor. My name is Joy, and I am 13 years old. I heard about Hey Misha through her Instagram, like Hey Misha's Instagram. There was a video of her saying, "Oh, audition, good news, kids." So I auditioned, and it was so much fun, and I got to dance 2 times, and I just felt like a connection. She's so nice, and she makes everyone feel comfortable. And here I am, Good News Kid, season 2. As an actor, I love doing music videos. Like in Hey Misha, we did Praise Party, and it was so much fun. Everyone was dancing, there was different shots. We had costumes, we had crowns, glasses, and it was all really fun. I love working with other kids and directors. Like everyone's so nice. There's no bad energy or bad vibes. It's basically like a big family. We're all together, laughing together, making memories. And I just love working with everyone.
Christina's second challenge is taking a Bible verse and stretching it into a full segment. I think she's gonna do a great job because it's all about kind of finding the fun parts within the story and what jump out to you, and then finding a way to make it funny and memorable. So it may sound a little bit complicated, especially since I'm giving her only a sentence, but I think she's got it. We see it as whatever we say, kids believe as 100% fact. And there's a responsibility we have to ensure that whatever we say, we are very careful about it. For instance, we use the Bible as our primary source material, and there's a lot of stuff in there that you wouldn't really want a kid to know immediately. So we ensure that we take our time with every single script in understanding the story itself and getting to the crux of the story, and say maybe we'll take out parts of it that are, let's say, violent or adult, but we wanted to make sure we left in there things that could really help kids understand parts of the way the world are operating, but also help parents have something to start a hard conversation with. They can use that as their own source material. All right, so we're gonna do challenge number 2. with your character Meredith, who's kind of a nerdy but cool character who I love.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Super cool.
I'm
That's
gonna
actually
give
what
you,
I meant.
Oh, of course. I'm gonna give you a Bible verse, and you're gonna use that Bible verse to create your very own segment.
That's really fun. Okay.
Yes,
So
okay.
what's the Bible verse going to be today?
It is one of the most popular Bible verses ever, John 3:16.
I know it.
You know it. I like to try different ways of telling stories. So it's not all about depict the verse, the end. Sometimes we do it in a game show, we do it in a rap, a song, we do it in a fitness routine to depict whatever story it is or whatever kind of biblical principle that it is. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna take that Bible verse, find the most important words in it, and we'll create some sort of segment.
Cool. So how do we start?
Well, that's the question. So for Meredith, does she sing? Does she rap? Is she more of a fashion queen? What is Meredith's way of telling stories?
I feel like Meredith has this like either she's like either a dancer or she's like this really nerdy person that has a really cool side.
Okay,
That
really
raps.
cool. She raps.
I think that's kind of what
Excellent.
I'm vibing with.
Okay, I love that. We have a lot of rap in Hey Misha. Can you rap?
I don't know. I don't, that's a good question. Can I rap? I feel like it's rhyming words, but also having a little bit of rhythm.
That's it, correct. Okay, so do you want to just like try some rapping?
Okay. So like, let's think of the verse. For God to love the world, so world,
God, the world,
girl, yeah,
His Son.
sphere. Okay. So maybe like the first verse can go like,
Okay.
the world is spherical. Jesus coming down is a miracle.
Hey, that was so good. Also, let me just point out, you rhymed spherical with miracle. How about we get up on our feet and try and figure out the rest of this rap?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
Cool.
Creating a story, let alone a rap, out of a really complex concept was a little difficult. I had to think about common words that are easy for me to understand and had to ask myself the questions, how would a child think about this? How can I make this fun, memorable?
Right. It's just so heavy. Like you think a couple sentences, really easy to make a rap, but then you think about all these elements. It's like, how do you tie them together?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he come for you and me, but for him, her, she, he, hey!
I love that. Okay.
Okay.
It was hilarious coming up with the lines and dance moves.
Maybe like also like spherical.
Oh.
Like give it a moment.
Give it a moment.
And like miracle, give it another moment.
The world is spherical. Jesus coming down is a miracle. How's that?
Love that.
For you and me, he came for her. No, 1 point at a time. Not only did he come for you and me, he came for her. No, her is female. Okay. Not only did he come for you and me, he came for her. Him, he, she. That's gonna need a little bit of practice.
By the end of it, it felt like I had a really good rap going, and I was ready to complete the final challenge of putting it all together.
All right, I think we got it. I think we're done.
How did it feel? How'd you do? What did it feel like to be a part of the writing process?
I felt really good, and yeah, it's really funny because like you don't just write stuff and then just write it like do. This is the lyric. It's like you write it and then you have to act it out. So there's a lot of energy being like exerted.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of fun though because you pull apart one sentence, you find everything about it that's most important, and then you kind of put it in your body. You put it in your voice. So the way you're talking is important. Everything you say is important.
Yeah.
But it's also really fun. Wasn't it fun?
It was the best time ever. It was
Okay, good.
Amazing. So
And you can rap.
I can.
You know how to do it.
I think I can. With the movements, maybe. We'll see
Yeah.
how it all ties together at the very end, but that was so great.
Oh, I'm glad. Okay, so you ready for your next challenge?
I think so. What is it?
Okay, so we're gonna actually use this rap and a couple of other things, and maybe a couple of dance moves maybe, and we'll do your very own segment for Hey Misha.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Bring it on. Let's
Okay,
go.
let's go.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, working with the Good News Kids has been fantastic. Sometimes I'm a teenager with them and I'm like mining their lives to figure out how to write the next segment. And other times we're just hanging out and they're telling me about their crushes, you know what I mean? I get to be a part of their story. And I know some of these kids started out just saying, this will be a fun thing to do. But now they're like, I think I want to be an actor or an actress. And I feel like Hey Misha had a huge part of that. So there's kind of nothing like those kids. And I genuinely love them and will like protect them at all costs.
Mama Misha.
I am Mama Misha. And we had these kids come in on Zoom, and I was like, I'm going to scare these kids. So I put them all in one Zoom room. I made sure they were all available so I could see them. And I started out really somber, and I said, it was just really hard, and I tried my best to make sure that I get the right kids for the job. And you guys were so amazing, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to a lot of kids because you're the good news kids. And some of them cried, some of them freaked out. They were like, I gotta call my mom. And I would never forget that because most of the time you can't surprise kids. They kind of see it coming, if I'm honest. They know. But this was a great opportunity for us to just surprise them, and it was just so funny and enjoyable for me. Christina's final challenge is putting it all together. This is going to be hilarious. I mean, it's supposed to be hilarious. It's supposed to be funny. She's supposed to figure out kind of how she wants to do it and then make it happen and make it funny. And if I don't laugh, then it's a fail. So, good luck.
It was time to get that segment done. So in preparation, I tried on a few hairstyles to see which one would fit my character best, and went over my lines again and again.
Oh, shoot, I got caught up because I think I went off beat. Gee, he loved, oh shoot, I got weird. Jesus coming down is a miracle. No, I'm off beat. Jesus is great.
With all the lights on and people watching, I was starting to get a little hot. I'm hot. I'm so hot. In a hat. I'm so hot. But after rehearsing and setting up the perfect shot, it was time for me to perform with all the energy I had left.
Okay, shall we go it? Shall we do it? Like for real, for real? I'm just gonna do it for real.
Give us every piece of energy you've got.
Okay.
My name is Adam Maines, and I play a character on Hey Misha called Leonard, and I'm also one of the producers of the show. In addition to being a producer and playing a character on the show, I also we wear a lot of hats on the show. Everything that goes into making the show, I basically have a hand in. Some things about working on the show that some people might not realize is our show, Hey Misha, is 100% shot on the green screen. Shooting on the green screen, we're able to remove all of the green from the shot and replace it with whatever background that we want. Kids, they always like things moving, they like things to be very bright and colorful, and so we have so much fun coming up with all of the different aspects of graphic and sound that make Hey Misha, Hey Misha. I think it's an important show because we present basically the gospel message to kids in a way that they can understand it and digest it and remember it. I think that is probably the best part about working on Hey Misha.
John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. But now, in song, Meredith, take it away. The world is spherical. Jesus coming down is a miracle. Not only did he come for you and me, he came for him, her, he, she, he loves us so much. More than a cereal crunch. He's handing out tickets to the big train ride, all aboard for the party in the sky.
You did amazing. How do you feel?
I am so hot. I think I've used the most energy I've ever had to do that. That's crazy.
Oh, I get that. I do it and it is exhausting, but I mean, you did so much today.
Yes.
You literally came up with a whole new character, Meredith. You wrote a script /rap. You performed it in front of a whole crew in costume, and you did an amazing job.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's crazy to think that this was just 30 seconds and you make like an entire TV show.
Right.
But I gotta ask, do I have what it takes to make kids TV?
Okay, well, you do have the energy. Even though you're exhausted right now, you've got the energy, obviously the creativity. You can rap, which is a huge deal for us. So I would say, yes, you got what it takes.
And would you hire me?
Yeah, how you any day.
Oh,
I really would.
okay. Thank you so much, Misha. It was
Anytime.
great. Woo! Kids TV is meaningful. It's fun. It's silly. And although I only worked on a segment that was 30 seconds long, I realized just how much work goes into creating kids' content. It takes a good imagination and quite a bit of energy. But at the end of the day, I felt like my most authentic and fun self. I was able to tap into a part of my brain I don't use on a day-to-day basis and become a kid all over again. It was so fun to work with Hey Misha for this episode. So before we go, here's a sneak peek of season 2.
The Bible teaches us that we are all God's children. No matter if we're tall, short, thick, thin, sick, healthy, or in between. And in this story, 4 devoted followers of Jesus put their faith into action because they know this message very well. We call this message the story of the paralyzed man. One day, 4 men were on their way to Capernaum to visit Jesus and to join thousands of people to hear him speak. On the way, they saw a paralyzed man begging on the side of the street. Now, these men had heard of the wonders and healing that Jesus had done. So, they picked up the paralyzed man, placed him on a mat, and carried him with them to see Jesus. When they arrived, there were so many people there that they couldn't bring the man to the feet of Jesus. So, they had an idea.